Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, sizes, races, and backgrounds, and economic statuses.
Wow.
Welcome back to a brand new podcast. It is the Table Talk.
Takeaway Table podcast.
I still can't commit. Okay,
we are getting there. We're getting there. I think at the end of this first season of the podcast, we'll figure it out.
I promise to myself.
Take your time, guys.
We've got two very special peeps in the studio. They actually didn't leave.
Just in case. Yeah, you all
never left.
Just in case you realize there are like more than two voices. Hi, who this?
Who this? Who me? Who you?
Maggy Wang.
Okay. Wow. I just apologize if you guys have just
so
finished.
Many questions.
So many questions, man.
Can you imagine people listening in just had a really long day? And this,
Sorry, guys.
I'm going to give you guys some context. So we're in the studio today with Maggie and Joseph. You may know them as the Maggy Wang and Joe Broseph. You may not. You may not. And that's why they're going to introduce themselves. Joseph, what's your name?
My name is Joseph again, and yeah, I'm here.
And what do you do? You know, what do you do?
I'm a trainer, of
That's
course,
nice.
full
That's
time.
great. That's great.
Joseph's also my trainer.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, and co-founder of Move with Maggie.
And who is this Maggie?
The Maggie's here.
This
lah.
girl,
The Maggie's
my
here.
best friend,
Yeah. Oh.
Sweat.
good friend. That's about it. That's about it. All right.
Who's Maggie?
Yeah, I'm
It's a familiar
Maggy
voice.
Wang.
We've heard this voice.
I talk on the radio.
Yes, you do.
I talk on the TV. I talk at the events
That's
everywhere.
great. Maggie, you get around doing everything with the voice.
Yes, I have.
Right,
to.
right.
Yeah. So basically, when I have sore throat, that's it lah.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Okay.
Oh my god, sore throat is
Yeah,
literally
seriously, that's my biggest nightmare.
that's like the job has it.
Yeah.
And you've told me so many stories where you've lost your voice.
Yes.
It's not broken arm, broken leg,
No,
it's sore
man.
throat.
Sore throat
sore
cannot.
throat.
And we
Meniscus
live in
tear.
KL.
Yeah.
Everything is a sore throat
every other week.
trigger.
Everything,
Yeah, I
man.
cannot eat fried stuff that
Speaking
much.
of
no.
living in KL, here's a fun fact. Maggie's actually not from KL.
Oh,
I
you're
is
from-
not.
the Ipoh girl.
She's the Ipoh
The village.
Lang?
Ipoh
No,
Lang.
that's Penang Lang.
Ipoh
Kia.
Mali.
Okay.
correct.
What's the Ipoh Mali?
Okay,
You
okay.
speak Hokkien, ah?
I can speak a little bit.
You-
A little
okay.
bit.
Well, so MingH and I and Joseph, we are actually from this side of town.
Daman Sarah
PJ.
boys.
Yeah, we
PJ
born and
represent.
raised.
Born and raised. That's why we
It's
cool.
it's a very. So here's the thing. I know before we jump into today's podcast, it's this joy that we have among PJ people. We're very proud of the fact that we never leave PJ.
We don't need to. That's why we don't need to.
People are like, oh, y'all are so like lazy and don't want to get out. I'm like, have you been to PJ?
Actually, that's true.
We need to get out.
You see Suwon people everywhere, you see KL people everywhere, and then PJ people are like, why you are so lazy? Don't
What do
come
you
to
mean,
KL.
though? I don't
Like,
get it.
No,
a lot of
because-
our friends complain that we don't want to drive out of PJ.
Right.
Yeah, you all think
And
KL
I'm
is
not gonna
very
deny.
far.
I'm not going
right?
to deny.
It is
We
far.
don't need
We
to.
are so
That's-
happy.
We have Wanatama. We have
Wanatama.
Guys, have you literally been to Wanatama?
Have you been to Wanatama?
PR.
We are ready to endorse full time.
Guys, we have a passport in Wanatama.
Yeah, man, dude.
Have you been there? You literally do not need to leave this
For everyone
town.
who's not in PG and has no idea what PG or Wanatama is, PG is our neighborhood, Petaling Jaya in Malaysia, in Selangor.
Right.
Wanatama is an amazing mall.
Right.
It's the biggest mall in Malaysia,
Yes.
Singapore, and I almost want to say Thailand.
Possible.
I do know that they hold a record for being the largest mall.
Sixth largest, I
It
think.
used to be the largest mall in the world,
Right.
and now they are still top 10. Yeah,
Okay.
You're right. This,
Right.
this, this
Six
mall,
major.
like you literally can lose weight walking all the floors.
that's your workout.
Right.
I think they had a run there before. Like a marathon.
No, for real?
No, for real.
They need
I
to do
think
it.
They had a run before.
They need to do it.
They did it.
Should we do it when your leg gets better?
We can do it now.
Just
Bring on the crutches, man.
All right, so full disclosure, guys, this is going to be a very interesting background sounding episode because my baby is in the office today.
Yeah, so sorry.
Don't worry, she has not been left unattended. My wife is here too.
That's right. Okay, so today for the podcast episode,
What's
we
happening?
want to get to know all of you guys who are listening in today. What are your pet peeves?
Oh my
and
God.
how do you deal with people in your life
Who are the pet peeves?
The pet peeves.
Oh, I have so many.
Not this disclaimer. If people are your pet peeves, we can't help you.
Okay, that one we can't help. But if people do the things that are your pet peeves, how do
Okay.
you deal with it?
Yeah.
So let's just go a quick round. Some of the first pet peeve that comes to your mind. Let's start with MingH.
Everything in my life seems to revolve around road rage.
Oh.
Like
you're one of them.
okay. So maybe for me to just paint a picture, maybe to start off, I am generally not an angry person.
I can't say that when you play games though.
Yeah.
He's a rager.
Okay, guys.
I'm passionate about winning. Okay, let's just. I got
Put
no
it
time
that
for
way.
lose. I have no time for losing, guys. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the rage and the peeves in my life are very segmented into just gaming, particularly FPS. I can play any other game, but if you give me a shoot 'em up game, I'm a get loco. Okay? It's like almost there's a real gun in my hand at that point. Okay. And secondly is I think I have a very low tolerance for idiots on the roads.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
fair
it's
enough.
very limited to like just me fuming inside. It's not like I will get out
You
my
don't
car.
act out, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to mess you up.
I don't think you could. Just way dangerous thing to you to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not been in enough fights yet. Dude.
Yeah. So yeah, in my life, I don't really get angry much. I can literally count on one.
Okay, maybe not angry.
One
Like
hand.
things that annoy you.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
even get annoyed.
Not even?
No, it's
I have so
really
many.
is.
You get to.
It's really just like all or nothing. For me, the anger meter is like I'm not angry or I'm angry. That's
Okay,
it.
fair
Yeah.
That's great.
100,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
No, Maggie, what are some of your
Pet peeves, is it?
pet peeves?
Pet peeves. The first one is the people who always late.
Oh,
Never on
that's
time.
all my friends.
And they don't inform.
Okay.
Like if they tell you, sorry, I'm. At least if they tell you, hey, I'm gonna be half an hour late. Sure, you expect her or him to be
Right.
half
The
an hour
Malaysian
late.
timing.
The Malaysian timing,
Right.
cannot lah, bro. Come on.
Right.
And also one more thing is people who take your food without asking.
Oh,
that's
my
crazy.
God.
That's crazy.
Like, bro,
I'm okay with that though.
Bro,
hate that.
I'm not that close to you. Stop taking my food.
Okay.
I haven't said yes
No, but
yet.
what if?
Yeah,
Can
Jepsen.
Joseph do that?
No, you can ask. If I say yes, you can do it.
No, but what?
But you know, people
Is
like,
it
hey, I
okay?
take your food. Before you can say yes, they just take
So
it.
it doesn't matter who it is, even if it's Joseph and he doesn't ask
Okay,
you.
like,
Like,
I think
what the heck?
my family's fine.
Okay,
my
family, right,
boyfriend is
boyfriend.
fine. But like some people, like your colleagues.
Yeah,
I don't
some
know you
people
that
don't-
well.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
share
don't share
saliva with
saliva.
you.
Correct.
Understand,
Then again,
man.
I don't get annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to just ask a real quick question before we go to Joseph, right? This is not a pet peeve, but it grosses me out.
Yeah.
If like you're like, I immediately everyone's gonna look at their own teeth after this. If we're eating together, right, and I see someone's like teeth just never brush.
How you know it never
It's not
brush?
a pet peeve, but like when
Just like the
I mean,
black
but dental
buildup is
hygiene is
nasty.
a
because
must,
last
you
time
know?
in school, right, the closest was people want to share your water, you know.
Oh.
And I don't want to give my bottle to my
I
friend.
never
I never
share.
brush teeth for, and I'm like,
Yeah.
And then when they backflow, there's so
Yeah.
much stuff floating. There's so much stuff floating.
Oh my god, dude! Some nasty shit going on right there, man.
Everyone in the cars, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Okay, but see, that's not a pet peeve. That just grosses me out.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
not considered a pet
Okay.
peeve,
I
right?
think
It doesn't
does
annoy
it
me.
annoy you? Okay, fine.
No, it was annoying if people just kept doing it.
Yeah.
Without permission,
If
right?
you like just dab your plug and put it on me like
That's crazy. That's not pet peeve. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I have a friend who likes to go around wet wheeling people.
Oh, why?
It's
gotta
so
unfriend that guy.
annoying. I'm like, stop it,
Okay,
dude.
so but that's not pet peeve. That's
No.
just literally pissing people off.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
got it.
So-
Got it.
Okay,
We got the
Joseph,
boundaries.
what's
Yeah.
your? Give us two pet peeves. Or
I only have one.
Okay.
And
Oh, I want to know.
Oh,
I cannot take it when people are messy
oh
and
boy.
naughty.
Okay, bye guys. I
mean, I
think
love
this
you
is
and
my
all,
time.
baby, but like, man, you should see the house, man.
Right, got it.
Yep.
So you are organized.
I'm super OCD.
He's
Oh, man.
OCD,
Like,
not
he's
organized.
OCD.
It's
I'm
OCD.
I'm
Not just
super
OCD.
OCD.
Very,
I am
very OCD.
Very
Right,
OCD.
right.
Yeah.
So basically, this studio is giving you trauma right now.
I feel like if it's not
know
his
what, guys?
space, it doesn't affect him.
Oh, so there are boundaries, which is
Yeah.
like it's okay if other people are messy, but my stuff has to be
Yes.
clean.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Okay,
true.
got it.
Fine, yeah.
So a newsflash for from the counseling people, I was like, that's not OCD. It's basically you're a very tidy person. OCD
Is it?
happens when in general it
Right.
just triggers you. Every single thing, and,
Yeah.
and
Even
just-
also-
okay.
it's very serious. Like you gotta touch something 3 times. Or if you don't, if like someone stops you, like you cannot function.
Right.
It's that
Yeah, I've
bad.
read
It's
about it.
that's
yeah.
OCD. yeah.
Not that one.
Not that
But
if you do
that,
one, you gotta do the other one, right?
that just kind of means you're like very anally
Extremely
tidy.
anal.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
So for
you.
me, it is when people walk into the lift without the other person coming out. I want to
Ooh.
slap them,
Right,
even if
right,
it's an
right.
old person. I will.
Fun fact,
I will
MingY,
send you.
fun fact, MingY's not messing with this because he's literally backhand slapped a old
Okay,
woman before.
context. It wasn't a conscious decision. I didn't do this intentionally. Do I regret? Yes. Am I ashamed? Yes. Would I do it again? Not below the comment. No, it was. We'll talk about it another time. But yeah, I have backhanded an old lady before.
Oh, like really hard, like
In the eye
In
socket.
the eye socket.
What the?
Like there was that sound
It was this loud.
Dude,
That loud.
I would go blind.
Why? We'll talk about it another time.
no, we talk about it after this.
So
Okay.
pet peeves, I cannot take it when people walk into a
Right,
lift without
fair.
people coming out. That's
Right.
one. Second one is it's about eating as well. And people who chew their mouth open. I want to slap you. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying that to you, Jamson, but because Jamson does it. No, but he's getting better.
He's getting better.
So much better.
Because MingY actively points it
Yeah,
out.
I pointed out, and then sometimes he'll be like, he gets better, then he'll be like, am I chewing my mouth open? Like, Jamson, don't talk, it doesn't help. You know? No, he's gotten a lot better. But you
Right.
see, so I think from it, right, everyone has different scales and different
Yeah.
levels of pet peeves.
Right.
What's it like in a relationship? Like Joseph and Maggie, you guys just you highlighted it so quickly.
Definitely.
Living with someone who doesn't share the same level of tidiness or
Pet peeves that were you.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I guess like
Tolerance,
that level of-
tolerance.
yeah,
Tolerance.
how today we want to talk about how you deal with people around you who you have
pet
no
peeves,
control
is it?
over, right?
it's hard. I feel like mine, me hating people being late. There's
It happens all the time because we're in Malaysia.
All the time.
Yes.
Right. So how
I
do
don't
you,
know. I don't.
all
There's
your
not,
friends
I'm
are
still finding a way.
creatives.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
the
still
worst.
finding a way to deal with it, but I just gotta.
actually got one. That's
Yeah.
why I set the appointment 1 hour early.
Correct.
Oh really?
That's what we
Yeah.
started to do nowadays.
Yeah.
But I'm the
smart,
kind that
actually.
if I'm really, really late, I have a legit reason,
Yeah.
and I'll
Right.
tell you way ahead, so you don't have to wait for me. I'll
Actually,
never
yeah.
make
Yeah.
people wait.
Right.
So I'll just tell like, hey, late lah. I'll just move on with my next thing lah.
If you guys are sharing the same pet peeve as Maggie, let us know.
I don't know what to do with
tag
that,
us on
please
Instagram. Let us know.
tell me.
I don't think there's a workable solution. Like I
Yeah.
mean, maybe like MingH said, like you could schedule the appointment half an hour earlier.
No, because see, like, okay, so there are like ways for me to deal with anger, right? Like, I don't get angry because like, if you're late, I will proactively like, hey, are you here? Are you coming? I'm like very simple one. And then
Yeah.
if you reply and tell me a very honest answer, I'm actually very okay.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm late. I woke up late. I'm actually okay with that. But if you beat around the bush and like, yo, on the way, and
Oh,
I'm waiting for
man.
2 more hours, really, I have no like, it's not anger, but my heart very peaceful, right? I'll just go home first.
You
I
wouldn't
won't even
bother.
be there. Yeah, I won't even be there. Like I
How would you?
how have you been dealing with it?
Honestly, I feel like it happens to me so much.
Do you hang out with people
Oh my
less?
God.
No, like even comes to work when I host an event.
Right. Oh,
The guests are so late. What can I do?
actually that's true. All
know?
Malaysian events run 2 hours late.
Yeah, and,
right.
and I'm supposed to be done by 10, say, but then by 9 they still haven't started.
You know what's
Never.
crazy? I think no, this is a real thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's a real thing, but there's
Clients
nothing I
and,
can
and
do.
brands when they organize events, they schedule the arrival of guests about an hour and a half before the actual event because
Yes.
they know
And
that
that
these
helps.
monkeys are gonna run in late.
Yeah. Right.
And you know what's crazy? It's not just events. It's not just like this sort of like in the mall things, right? Weddings as well.
Oh.
Like I know it's not your day, guys, but let's not be an hour late to a wedding. Don't talk about wedding,
Do people
lah.
go
Okay.
late for weddings?
They do.
Really?
People
Oh
walk
my
in really
God.
late. You know, don't even talk about wedding.
Nah,
Talk about a funeral.
Hey, I just
Right?
want to put a pin right there. If you are having a wedding and people are late, you've invited the wrong people.
Yeah.
That's true. Because
I've
also
never been
funerals,
late to
right?
any
The
weddings.
body's gotta be lowered and get burnt, right?
Oh my
There's a
God.
schedule on this.
Oh, did you say load and get burnt?
Like
Sorry,
you gotta
into the
incinerate.
ground.
Incinerate.
Okay. You don't burn the body in the ground nowadays.
Cremated.
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 Okay,
You gotta
okay.
cremate that. There's a freaking working schedule. You don't
Right,
even
right,
yeah, man,
right.
you can't wait.
Right.
You can't just do it on your own. You can't do it in your backyard. That's crazy.
Right.
Never
I'm
mind,
going
let's
off
not
topic.
go there.
Okay,
But
Joseph.
yeah, I haven't found a way.
So this is the real deal. Moving in and staying together.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask
It's
you.
only been 2 months, by the way.
2 months. Okay,
Just
I've
2
been
months.
living with my beautiful dear wife, who's at the back somewhere, for like a year, almost 2 years. How do you deal with the mess?
It's only 2
Hey.
months so far.
Okay,
So
okay.
I still haven't found a way, but I want to know yours. How
Oh,
do you do
okay.
Hey, it's not that messy anymore.
It's quite messy.
let's-
Because I can't
Okay,
walk right now.
judgment free, judgment free.
Oh, that's
Yes,
true. That's
yeah.
true. You're
You
you
can't
need to
hard for me
clean.
to walk right now.
so I'm doing everything.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And-
But the standards of cleanliness is very different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Very
Understand,
It's
understand.
livable
Very
versus
different.
bearable.
Are we
Yes.
talking about like?
No, he made me
you-
sound so bad. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's not-
Because he is
Hey,
extremely
I-
tidy.
I-
and I have
I-
no time for
I'm a
that.
little bit on the extreme
Guys.
side, but still.
This is a safe place. We are
Yeah.
okay. Have you
Stop
seen this
attacking
studio?
me, Joseph.
You need to cope, woman.
Hey,
Oh, I love this. The spice.
You need to cope,
The spice.
man.
Okay. So I think the first
I
thing
love her,
was
by the way.
actually Sween is literally right behind me, so I have to be accountable to my words. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't look like it, but I am a pretty clean person.
He is. We've shared a
Really?
room for
Yes.
23 years of our lives. And it was my side of the room, that's why it's like this
Because
year.
but the thing is,
wait, before
yeah.
we go there,
Yes.
there is difference between clean and tidy,
Yeah.
and dirty and messy.
Correct,
It's
correct,
different.
correct. It's all
I'm
different.
messy. I'm not
So
dirty.
I'm messy, I'm not dirty.
I
But
do
it's
not-
not wrong. It's just,
A
preference
female
again,
nodding that
So-
she got my back.
in Joseph's eyes, it's just filth.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Like, it has to be tidy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
because
all,
the
full
thing
stop.
is, messy places attract filth. Like that's because dust. Okay.
Okay,
The
okay.
reason why I'm
Fair enough.
I'm pretty clean is because because
I'll give you that one.
I'm triggering a lot of people here today.
yeah. All right. So the thing is, but I do have a flip side to it. I
Yeah.
do not imply my cleanliness, like my standards of cleanliness onto other people. It's very simple because I.
But how do you do that, man?
So like I have safe zones, right? Like for MingY, right? It came to a point where like MingY, if you want to put your clothes under your bed, I'm okay with it. I'm just not going to touch your clothes under your bed.
I mean, I did
right?
it. They
But-
found themselves under the bed. It wasn't a active like
Guys,
conscious
okay.
choice. Ooh, we'll put
I
this
don't wanna say- I don't
Is
wanna say-
MingY clean? Or
Okay,
is
he has. Okay, the thing is, MingY is selectively clean
I am, yeah.
because he really treasures his audio equipment.
Okay.
So if you go to his room, right, his setup is superb, like succulent, like
Succulent.
like you
Very
could,
delicious, very delicious.
you can taste the gear, like fresh. Then all you gotta do is just spin the chair and look at his bed. Okay, okay,
It's true.
So
It's
it
true.
is the fact. Okay, but for me, I have to be at that because I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Sinus.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you come to my place, I have a vacuum cleaner in literally each corner of the house.
That's local.
How many do you have?
how many do you have, man?
Oh, I remember seeing you at Wanatama holding
Buying
a
the
vacuum.
vacuum. We were
remember?
there. We were
yeah,
buying the
I
vacuum.
saw
Was that
you.
your third one? Or?
That was my third one.
Oh my goodness.
Cool. You did
So-
mention something about that.
So I
before.
have 2 wired vacuums and 1 portable everywhere vacuum.
Okay.
So, but because it's not that
Inspiration, man.
it's not that I love being clean. It's just that I can't afford being dirty because
I know.
everything flares up and
know.
it is not a beautiful sensation.
It's not that I can't afford letting people walk into the lift, but I will slap you. I feel like my patience is running out. okay?
hey, you know what?
No, it's a full lift. Everyone has places to go.
Yeah,
Why
that's
you
right.
walk in? People are coming out.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so
So angry.
okay.
Calm down, man, dude.
Let's get back to the topic again. So we were talking about how do we deal with other people and tolerate them. Like you guys are living together.
I'm a very passive aggressive person. Like I would this is how I would react. Like someone walks in and I've done this many times on many occasions and I'll just be like, oh nice, huh? Like the person walks in and I'll look at I'll make eye contact. I'm like, what?
Oh,
and then
okay.
he just stands there in the middle and
So-
everyone's trying to get around him. Then I'm like, nice, huh? Come inside. Then I walk out.
Actually, to be honest, that's me on the road. Like you know when you do something wrong on the road, like you cut at someone and you don't look, you will purposely not look at the car, right? If that was me, right, and you look at my car, I'm looking right at you.
Oh my gosh, I have this
I
story.
have no qualms. I am staring at you in your car, just like
Through the window into the
yeah,
eyes.
So, we were in Penang for Desmond's wedding and we went up to Penang Hill. So
Okay.
to get up to Penang Hill, there's this cable car that you
Yes,
gotta ride. And there's
yes.
only one.
Correct.
Like one
Up
up,
and
one
down,
down,
yeah.
right?
Anytime,
And
right.
anytime there's only one. So we all got up and there was a massive line of people waiting to go
Always,
down.
yep.
And we were like, you know what? Let's just walk around. Maybe it'll get lesser later. It had more people later. So we started lining up and it was a big group of us, like maybe 8 of us, 10 of us were kind of like together. And this Chinese couple, I need to point out the race because it's not, I'm not being racist. I just need to let you know. I'm trying to identify if you're listening to this, it's you, right? Okay? It's this Chinese couple, young, about like our age, college, uni, I don't know. They decided that we were too slow, and so they cut our line.
Yeah.
They cut
little shits,
our
man.
line.
I hate you. Okay, maybe that's my second one. Right? People cutting lines, man,
and,
dude.
and so here's the
Especially
best
the
part,
mainlanders,
right?
man. Get a grip of your life, dude.
Okay,
So I know for a fact they were Malaysians.
Right.
Okay.
They were Malaysians, and this was the really tricky part.
Right.
Okay, I'm not saying that we're famous,
Right.
but they
recognized you.
they were having that is it
Is it the-
the
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm damn cool.
They were whispering. They were whispering. Initially,
Is it the damn?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm honest actually.
is it?
Sorry.
I wasn't sure if they were like whispering because they felt guilty, like, oh no,
we cut
should
the
go to
wrong
back
people,
or right.
we cut the wrong
But
people.
no, they realized that it was us, and I realized that they realized. And Natalie, my girlfriend, she was like, don't do it, don't do it.
She held you back, she
I was
held you
gonna do
back.
it because my body started exhibiting, like my eyes,
It's the chest
my claws
first. You go
came
all
out.
the way up, and then you start.
And then I started doing it. I was like, oh,
Nice,
nice, huh? Waiting in line. Everyone want to go down. And then you want to go faster. I'm tired. You're tired. Nice, huh? Natalie was holding me physically.
Guys, can we
Don't
just
do it.
This is a very loud episode. Are we peaking at all?
are
on the
definitely
scale?
peaking. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. R.I.P. headphones users. But
No, but that is my massive pet peeve. I cannot take people
Right.
who just do these things. Like, they have zero awareness of society. How do I deal with it? I can't say that I'm not dealing with it. I am. I could
but
deal
you-
with it better,
in
right?
your own way.
you're aggressively dealing with it.
I love
right?
it though. I love it though. What a nice
God.
nice
Oh my god! Hashtag nice.
How, okay, how, as friends to me, how do you think I could deal with that better? Instead of reacting,
that's a very good
Probably
way,
react
huh?
the same way, man. I'll be like,
You're
baby,
really
hold me
bad
back, alright? I don't want to hit the guy. I just want to skate. I'm like, you stop it! I tell you, you go back to your goddamn line, man. Whoa.
yeah, but this
But-
Joseph is a very sarcastic guy.
he is.
Right.
He is.
I'm very sarcastic,
Very
yeah.
one. Don't mess with him, man.
Right.
You have no tolerance.
I think some part of that is like, hey, you dare to do the deed, you dare to pay for it, lah.
Yeah.
So like, if
Yeah.
you are obviously cutting line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bear with the fact that there's going to be an angry guy at the back of you
Correct.
calling
Of
you
course,
out.
Straight up.
The ones that I cannot understand is like, they act like they're so irritated.
Oh.
Like, excuse me.
These mainlanders, where I
Oh
tell you.
my god.
Joseph, that is very,
Mainlanders,
very.
man. It's always
I
like that,
think-
like in the app, even in the airport.
I think your
I
pet
had-
peeves is a certain type of tourist as well.
Yeah.
Which is, to be honest, the
My
pet
pet peeve
peeves
as
of
well.
basically almost the whole world
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point. But maybe that's why I'm not angry, because you could understand. Like one of the situation was they destroy a lot of the beaches that they go to, right?
Oh
A
my
certain
goodness,
But
yeah.
one of the things was like there are some of them who actually explain the situation. They are not the destroyer type, but like these people live so far in the mainland, they've never seen a beach in their life.
Right.
Fair enough.
So the only logical explanation for them is they need to bring the beach home. That's why they scoop the sand and put it into the Tupperware.
I would do it as well. I mean, if I live in China, I would.
Remember when we booked Phuket, we were just watching them do that.
They do like funny things,
They were
right?
just doing
Yeah.
weird stuff,
They
man.
were
like,
wearing the snorkel, but they were at the shore, by the shore in the.
Coming back to pet peeves. I think okay, so Maggie, what was your pet peeve?
People who are always late without, being responsible
How
about
do you
it.
deal with that though?
I'm still finding
still
a way. Like
dealing
I
with
said,
that.
I'm still finding a way. But
We all
people
are.
who eat my food without asking
Yeah,
me
how
for
do you deal with
permission,
that?
I'll be like, actually, I don't know how to deal with it.
we all
Yeah.
don't. I
So
think.
okay, she got far enough. Just the that's just
No, but
the dealing
nobody's
factor.
gonna. If I
But
was
sometimes
stealing
it's
your
someone
food,
you know.
yeah, no,
I don't know
it's
what to
always
do.
so.
No, you gotta be
think about it.
proactive.
If it was a stranger coming
Yeah,
over,
yeah, of
you
course.
wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, it's
You'd be like,
true.
hey, nice, huh? But
yeah.
if it was a friend, right, and
Yeah.
you're not on honest terms with that person, you can't be like,
Can I?
Actually, you know what? If it's a snack that does not involve exchange of saliva, like
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that. But if it's my rice, my
But
soup,
hey,
you don't touch my
Are
food.
you sure though? But what if like you're eating a really nice pack of like chips, and
That's
someone
fine.
invades the pack with their hand,
gosh.
and you don't know whether they washed their hand?
that
or
happens
not.
in our office.
Okay, now
so
that you put it into
freaking often.
perspective,
Right.
oh, really? Jackson?
Jemson, right? I don't know why. It's always Jemson. I don't know why.
But yeah, that is my pet peeve. Honestly, I
Sorry,
haven't
Jason.
found any way to deal with any of my pet peeves.
I'm not even sure how to deal with
Yeah,
that.
I
too.
mean,
Right,
if you
no,
guys got
no.
any suggestions,
Yeah,
please
man.
feel
Just
free.
Maybe
shoot us
every
up,
time,
man.
maybe every time you sit down to eat, you need to like say to yourself, "Oh my gosh, I hate it when people take my food." Even if you're alone.
Actually, that could be a thing. Like
Actually, I tried it once.
Really? Yeah.
In front of the person
I think-
who used to do it.
I think honestly, it's just change friends lah.
Yeah. Just change friends.
Just change
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just don't eat with these people
Yeah. That's a good idea.
unless you
I don't
unless
eat
you
with
really
them.
force
They
with
just
these
come
people.
over when
Okay.
when there's food like flies.
Like
They're
flies.
there.
Oh my gosh! What
Especially in the workplace, right?
Yeah.
You always
Oh
complain.
my-
That's the thing.
Okay,
When she's working, man, like she'll complain.
Okay, so
And they like to stare into your food. What
We're
are you
getting into a
eating?
really deep place
What
right
are
now.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a honest.
Solution?
I don't think there's a real solution to,
No,
to
I
get
don't
around
think
pet
so.
peeves. But I want to talk about maybe just to take away for everyone. How do you? live with a partner? I'm not saying you guys. I'm just like,
I already terasa, never
maybe
mind.
we can throw out some
Okay,
ideas.
I tell you what. Let me try to help. Okay, let me try to help. Because I think even for me, like I hate people cutting my line, but at the end, I don't know. My reflex is just like okay lah, whatever lah. Just go lah.
One thing Natalie told me was that maybe they have a emergency. Maybe they have a situation that we don't know.
Yeah, their situation,
that they need to,
In my brain, I always had to think that way. Their situation is they're just stupid lah.
Okay,
I'm like,
no,
oh my gosh, I'm so
that's
sorry
not
for
what
you.
I
But
meant.
to be fair, people who are late, I'll always confront them after. Hey, what happened? Like,
Right.
How you confront them? Like, wait, what the heck?
but if there's a legit reason, like, oh, okay.
Right.
But I already pissed already, so it's in the
okay.
past. There's nothing
Joseph,
I can
how
do.
would you?
I think when it comes to Maggie,
Okay.
we have to find that middle ground.
Yeah, there has to be a
basically,
middle
from
ground.
there,
I've been
like-
telling you
like
that.
0 to 100. Probably I can take at 50, I guess.
Okay.
Like, if you want
Right.
to quantify it and all. Like,
Right,
Yeah,
because when you're living together, I think the adjustment period is the hardest.
Yep.
You have two
Definitely.
different lifestyles
Definitely.
that have to change now.
Can I also say something? I
Yes,
realized
She's gonna
one new
embarrass
pet
me if you
peeve.
guys. She's gonna embarrass me.
I just realized something. Okay.
Okay.
You know towels after you shower?
Oh.
You have the hook behind the door.
okay.
You
right?
want to start a war, is it? Huh?
You hang it on.
You want to start a war? Is it?
Let me talk.
Okay. What towel?
Right? You hang it onto the towel nicely. This
Right.
fella, he put the whole chunk of the towel,
My God,
lump the
the
whole
Indian
lump
accent's coming up.
onto the hook. What
How's
are
it
you
gonna
doing?
dry?
How is it gonna dry? Every time it's wet.
He wants to preserve the moisture.
What's wrong with that?
No, or
What?
lately
I like it
because
wet.
lately he's been a bit chacha. He's always on. It's always on the bed, and then the bed is wet
What am I
because
supposed
of
to
the
do?
towel. You can tell
Alright,
me
right.
to keep.
Toilet is wet. All right, you want me to slip and fall and die?
Okay, so
Okay, never
technically, both of you kind of have
Each other, yes, we
a
do
certain
have.
standard of tidiness.
We do.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is how I got around
I'm
it.
still
Okay?
gonna fight after this, man.
no.
Thank you, guys. Thank you
okay.
so much, guys.
But the thing is, look, it's just, I think one thing that I had to deal with was I'm definitely a tidy person, but my wife is a super tidy person.
Oh, okay.
Like seriously, when I visit her family's house in Malacca,
Yeah.
the sinks are dry.
I
They
love
have a
it.
habit
I love
of
it.
drying the sink after use. Like that is
How do you dry the
God
sink?
level standard. So
You
with a
wipe
dry
it off,
cloth,
ah?
yeah. There is not a single drop of water anywhere.
Maybe they're hydrophobic.
So no, it's not. No,
That's
so,
also not what
so
hydrophobic
that's,
means.
that's not hydrophobic. So basically, like I know I was clean, but her standards were totally different. So this is what I did. This is I guess where it came to laying down some of my own standards. It's just
Ground
very
rules,
simply,
yeah.
right? I have certain areas in life where I excel at, and she has obviously more excelling at, right? So how to deal with it was, I knew that for basically the most of the house, her forte was definitely tidiness.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? You set the rules, I'll follow them.
Okay.
Okay.
That means I give up my rules for the house
Wow.
to play by your rules. But the 50 was,
Hey,
the
calm down,
50-50
huh?
was,
The 50 was.
anything in the kitchen is my rules.
Ah.
Because I definitely wash
kitchen as well.
everything squeaky clean. Like we play to my hygiene levels in certain places. That means, but that means if you are basically tidying the whole house, Maggie, you got to follow that, right? But if she want the towel straight, she want the towel straight.
Yes, please.
But
Okay,
but
so-
it has to be like give and take, right?
So,
Kitchen is my territory.
but I wash the dishes every
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Before my surgery.
Right.
I've been washing for the
months.
two.
Right.
1.5 months.
1.5
right?
months.
I've been washing the
You
dishes.
wash your own dishes. What are you talking about?
Every once, alright. We had so
I
many
wash my
house
own.
moments
You
and-
wash your own. What are you
wish,
talking about?
guys, I
No,
wish
alright.
you guys can see the live audience that we have right today. Because there's so many people in the studio. Okay,
no,
but
really.
look, here's the thing. The beautiful part about being in a relationship, guys, it's not about the
about one-upping the
cleanliness.
other.
It's not
Yeah.
about.
No, it's
it's
not.
like, hey, babe,
I love you, babe.
what can I wash for you today?
Yeah.
Do that
Yeah, that's
after you are.
amazing.
All right, and
Yeah.
Maggie, don't rub it in like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. Don't
rub
point
it
at
in,
me
don't
like
point,
that,
don't point. Because okay,
Don't
if
start
there's-
a war you can't win,
if there's-
man.
If there's anything that I've learned, the best advice I've gotten in to have a successful relationship is just 2 sentences.
What, huh?
Yes, dear, you're right, and yes, dear, I'm sorry. And then, hey, but you don't rub it in.
Yeah, I'm
You
about to
don't
say
rub it.
I will do that too.
Yes,
I will try
there we
to
go.
hang my
Wow.
towels properly.
Thank
now.
you. I will try to be
actually,
more neat.
Actually, you know what? Even better to just get around the towel thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Buy a contraption that no matter how you throw the towel on, it will just hang itself. i.e. towel hooks properly.
I.e. don't hang it in the bathroom.
I.e. don't hang it in the...
Yeah, that's a new idea.
That's actually very true.
You
Don't
guys
hang...
are shook by the
Yeah.
I'm living in 2019 guys.
So like to get around like just very simple things, because my wife is very used to like clean dry sinks, I just counted it by like, okay, I'm the kind of person, like, if I wash the car, I wash myself. Like I
Right.
don't know how people wash car and stay dry. I want to know.
Yeah, my dad does that really well.
I cannot. My mind is blown. Like, how do you do that? Okay, so when I to just counter that, like for the sink, I just went out and I bought more rags,
Right.
like kitchen rags. So when I wash stuff, I just line the rags around. So immediately after I wash, it's
You will-
dry.
yeah.
It's done. There are ways to work around it. Just that it will cost something else. Like, as simple as that.
And that's the beauty about pet peeves.
Beauty.
You
Thanks,
can
Ming.
work around it.
Yeah.
But for my situation, you really can't. So
Max slapped them.
a bit of self-reflection. In hindsight, I feel that I could have been
More patient.
More patient.
Yeah, I mean that's
Just
the
walk
work.
away
But it's
from the
hard, you know,
situation.
No, I can't.
Yes,
I'm
for a
lining up to
reason.
go down. Why should I walk away?
No, the lift situation.
Oh, I have to. I'm going out also. So
feel
it's
like-
not a choice. I have to.
To be honest, this episode of Takeaway is probably the most venting episode.
Yeah.
There's nothing much to take away from
We're
this.
gonna talk about this again, I feel. But for real, if you guys have any pet peeves, we would love to know what makes you crazy, what riles you up. If you share any of our pet peeves, hit us up and let us know. You can follow us on Takeaway Table, the
And-
Maggy Wang and Joe Broseph.
And
Thanks
please,
so
guys,
much,
just remember, everyone's just human.
Everyone's just human.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
We
I'll
are all
try,
going to
okay?
make
All
each
gonna
other
try.
angry.
You know
but
what? I
that's
think the
life.
takeaway from this episode is
We all
let's
gonna
all
try.
try.
That's-
I
Let's
love
all
that.
try.
Let's
Let's
gonna
all
try.
try.
Let's all try.
Okay.
But I can try harder. Okay,
Okay.
thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for listening in.
Thanks so much, Maggie, Joseph, for
follow
being here.
them
Thank you,
up.
guys.
Okay.
And just a shout out to all their friends out there.
Especially
now,
Jensen.
now you know what to expect when you go over to.
No,
Yeah,
but
man,
that
dude.
couple from Penang at the Penang Hill, y'all gotta get your life together.
Wherever you are, man,
Something is wrong.
do
Y'all
not
have something broken.
cut lines, all right?
Don't cut
guys?
lines.
Bro,
Yes.
just don't cut
Rest-
I will
lines, man.
slap you
Yeah.
and your kids.
Whatever you just said, all right?
Okay, I think this is the end.
This is the end, guys.
All right, see you guys.
See you guys. Bye.